Stand together in the ocean, held together in a moment. Forget the weather, made the sand out of snow.
That's why I've got you on here, man. It's like, because you're a worthless piece of shit and you actually amount to nothing. So I just thought I'd give you a bit of, exposure just before, it all goes wrong. Right. Jake Breeze, everyone. Welcome back to episode 84 of the Sayin Suton podcast, the Christmas episode. We didn't dress Christmassy because we are dead inside. So no. But are you a big Christmas fellow?
Yeah.
Are you really? Don't lie.
No.
What's it all about?
Because the thing is,
just make sure that's real close.
I like
not too close, but that close.
I like. It's funny. I've just got my hand just rest on my right tit, just resting.
That's what it's there for.
There we go. See now, the really, really embarrassing problem I have about my breast tissue is coming in handy. I've just got a little seat.
Why don't you explain that?
No.
Okay. So answer the question then.
Yeah. See, I like Christmas. I like Christmas in terms. I like the meal and chilling with people and the fact that everyone's happy. Well, kind of
Mostly,
happy.
Yeah.
I just don't dig and I dig Jesus. I like the fact that Jesus was alive. He's a good egg. But I just think that, I was talking about it on another podcast, which was like...
Oh, were you now?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Podcast cheater. Go on.
Is that I just think, every year, for a month before, obviously in November, at work everyone's like, it's coming, it's a busy period, it's coming, it's going to be horrible, I can't be asking it. But if everyone just got together and went, how about everyone doesn't go mental on Christmas, and we all just chill... You know what I mean? And just get our gifts a bit at a time rather than everyone in the country at the same time.
That's like asking, why don't we, while there's a pandemic going on, all stay inside our houses and not share it? But it's not going to happen, is it?
No.
Boris Johnson could go on the TV and go, for Christmas, you, not COVID year, like regular year, and you go, you start your Christmas. We're gonna start the Christmas deals and everything. I'm gonna make sure that Christmas you can be sorted in September, October. You can be getting your gifts then, and you can rather than just rush in December. We're gonna give you a loan, a Christmas loan. You can pay it off over a few. People would still rush in December.
I think nothing should be allowed to be released after October.
Released like
anything new, if it's like a film or something, fair. But a product, you're not allowed to release your products in November and December. You're not allowed.
Why?
Just because then, they're releasing, everyone's rushing about trying to get it. And it's just you're causing stress. Stop it.
Yeah, but money. That's what they want.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit about us.
But that's all right, though. Because if we all just agreed as a country we're not doing this anymore. We're not making people in retail work off the feet. We're not just destroying posties' lives. We're going to just chill. We're not going to put on the Christmas music over and over again for all them people who work in retail because they hate it. Every year they talk about hating it.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it.
Do you know which one I do like though? I wish it could be Christmas every day. And do you know why?
Every day. Yeah.
It's because apparently this Christmas COVID is on pause, like it's going hiding. So it's go in the bushes for Christmas Day. Fuck Muslims and Eid and stuff like that. But on Christmas Day and Hanukkah and all that stuff. Christmas Day though, COVID, don't worry, it's not going to be around, apart from in London. But it's not going to be around, all right? And I wish it could be Christmas every day. It's more fitting than ever this year.
I don't know, it's just Christmas songs in general. I'm just kind of did you have it, do, lads?
What about the Liam Gallagher Christmas song?
No one's ever written a song about Easter. I mean, then again, suppose someone's written no, that was different. But
what was it?
I thought was Bloody Sunday on Easter Sunday, because U2 did a song called Bloody Sunday.
Bloody Sunday is about the Irish, the IRA stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about British paratroopers killing a load of folk unarmed. But
my dad was a paratrooper and went to Ireland.
So he's dead now.
He's dead now. Merry Christmas. One last gift I forget. Even though I'm not getting any this year because I'm broke. Come on, what are you saying?
We just laughed at death.
Of course. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, fair.
Laugh in the face of death. I was thinking recently about how when you're a kid, the reason I've always joked about stuff like that is because when you're a kid, when you tell someone a family member's died, like my dad's died, people are like, like they'll be talking to you and then they'll go like, yeah, my mum and my dentist, and they'll just have to make up some other word. They don't want to say dad to you because apparently that triggers you, kind of thing, or they don't want to say the word dead or something like that, or Dodd, even Ken Dodd, because you might have flashbacks. My dad, my dad loved Ken Dodd. So I feel like you have to make a joke in that situation. You have to go, oh, don't worry, he's 6 feet under. I don't know what you say, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's good to laugh about those things.
Well, it's the same with like a lot of Christmas. You know, it's the same time when people miss family and stuff. But like, I've just never really thought death to be that big of a deal. Like, obviously, I'm not saying if someone doesn't get blown apart by a missile, it's not sad. I'm saying, like, you know, if someone be old as hell and just dies, it's like they'd be old as hell. Like,
they'd be old as hell.
They were old as hell.
Yeah, and also in other countries, death just happens all the time.
Yeah.
And people even have, like, there's certain countries, I don't know what country this is, I think it's like an Asian country, where they'll like bury grandma, she's 90, they bury her, and every year they go and dig her up and like hold a little shriveled hand. And
what country is that in? I think it's like somewhere near Indonesia.
Shag her and stuff. In Indonesia, yeah.
I think it's somewhere near Indonesia. I don't know if it is Indonesia proper.
Okay.
It's either that or it's. I think it's Laos that they do that. No, because that's nowhere near Indonesia.
Either way, it's really weird.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Really, really weird. But I guess some people are just, they accept death more. We're just like, oh, death.
That's
all
I
the time.
think that's Christianity though. I'd be up for ancestor worship, me. I think it's a well better idea.
What's ancestor worship?
Say it slowly.
Yeah, I know, but I know it sounds exactly what it sounds like in the tin, but it's also such a weird concept.
I like
Get that mic close to your face.
I like it though, like because the most logical thing is that there's not one big sky daddy looking after us all. It's just you fucking great granddad going, oh, watch out.
But what if your great granddad was a dickhead?
Oh, man, that's unlucky people. That's how you get them.
Okay.
It's like
that's a real thing though. Ancestor worship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you think the ancestors are looking over you, and you leave them offerings and little bits of cake and like a fag every now and then and a bit of beer. And you're like, go on, great granddad. Like you go and frolic.
Okay, that's super weird. It's weirder than Christianity.
That'd be a mad little lineup though, wouldn't it? When you get up there, everyone would dress different. Like you get up there and be like, Granddad, what are you doing in a, you know what I mean, in a flat cap? And then like 2 generations, granddad, you're like, granddad's granddad. Like, look at what are them leggings about? Do you know what I mean? Like, look at that
dressed up where?
Look at that cod piece.
Is this for like Christmas?
No, this is in death Christmas. Like when and the ancestors dying, you'd all get together, wouldn't you?
Right.
When you died.
Okay.
And be like, all right, guys, like I'm dead as well now. Oh, let's come and have dead Christmas. And like
so when I'm dead and I'm up in the wherever in the afterlife, I like, Breezy, you've been dead for 3 years. How is it? Like, do you mean that, or do you mean people who are still alive on Earth are going, right, let's all have a death Christmas for that guy?
No, it's in like the afterlife, you know, like...
You looked at me then like, how can you get this wrong? It's like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
No, it's like...
Come on.
You get together with the ancestors and you're cutting up that turkey. That's where animals do it. Do you reckon, like, if the ancestor worship is real, like, do you reckon there's, like, I don't know, like, great chicken grandmas clocking about, and they, even in death, they get killed and put on the ancestor Christmas table, and then they go to second death. What about second death? Like, what happens if you die in heaven?
No, I don't think that happens. To answer your question, no. Yeah, that's kind of a dumb thing to be like a big hole in a lot of like afterlife thing or ghosts or whatever. It's like, it's that worm that you accidentally killed when you like you set your spade down when you were digging in your garden when you kill someone else. No, and you just chopped a worm's head off, killed it. Does that then goes and go up to the afterlife and meet? Oh, you're right, Jim.
Yeah,
that's his mate. I thought him Jim. So yeah, that's bullshit. Do you know what I've realised recently? Christianity is really the only. Like, you can go fucking Christians, and you can take the piss out because you can't go like Muslims like that. You can't go like, oh, those Jews. Do you know what I mean? And like but Christian. I think it's because it's predominantly white. I mean, there's black Christians as well. Wait, what's that smoke for? But do not think that that's the case.
I think in this country, yeah, but I reckon like comedians in like Lebanon, and we're like, what about Islam? Whey! Do you know what I mean?
But I'm not Christian. I mean, I guess I wasn't even raised Christian. I just went to the boys' brigade, and they made me have a communion, and they made me go to church every Sunday, and then they go, do you want to come into the room with me, and I'll
The
touch you?
boys'
No,
brigade.
yeah, I've never told you this. Do we go into it more?
Yeah.
I'll first say about this collection plate. They come along and I go, which has continued my entire life, just being like, oh no, sorry, not there, not for you. But homeless people, I guess. They're my collection plate. Boys Brigade, right? It's like the Scouts, but it's better. All right, Boys Brigade crew better than Scouts coming at you. Boys Brigade was better because it was like a Christian organisation though. But basically, all it was is I'd go there on Friday, right? And then we'd go and play football on the field, and we'd go inside.
As God intended.
And then we'd go inside when it starts, and then you'd march around, or you'd play a snare drum, or you'd blow a trumpet. I know it's really weird. And then you all line up, right? And you line up in your little squads, right? And then, after that, Steve, the captain, who was like 60 odd, and his entire brothers, all of his brothers and all his family are involved in it, right? And he sits you in a circle, and he tells you a story about God. And the way the one I particularly remember, right, is it was raining. It's like a hut with like a corrugated iron steel roof, so you can really hear the rain hitting down on it, like you're in a conservatory or something. Just for the layman there who didn't know what corrugated steel roof was, it's battering down the rain. He's got us in a circle, and he's telling us to be grateful for the fact that we have shelter. We've come to this place that's got shelter. You have your home, and it's got shelter. Be grateful thing. And I remember being like, yeah, I can carry that with me my entire being grateful for things. But then he started going on to about how like this story of God and how being grateful, blah blah blah. And then he to kids from as young as 8 to like teenagers, 15,
and that's
16.
why hookers must be stoned.
Well, it was like he was telling us the thing about God, and then he'd go, and if you don't do that, you will burn in hell for eternity. And I remember being like, oh my God, is that really what's going to happen to me? As like a 10-year-old boy, just like, oh my God, like that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Why do they do that? But then you go and do map reading, and then you'd go on camps, and you'd play volleyball with the older guys, and then you'd go out at night when you're 14, and I had my first drink in Whitby. Went to Whitby, right? And then they go, all right, 14-year-old lads, see you in a bit. So you go out off into the seaside town, and then we go to a pub straight away wearing our best polo shirt to make ourselves look older, and everyone else going in, and the other kids that I'm with have maybe drank before, like they have dads and stuff, so they've heard I heard a lot of ordering of drinks when he was alive, but they've heard it growing up. They kind of know what a lager is and stuff, so they go and they ask for a lager, and then I'm like, how much does that get? I've stole it from the collection plate. No. I'm like, how much does that get? And then he's like, you can get a bitter with that. And I'm like, I'm 14. And I was like, there you go then. And he gave me some bitter. We got smashed for the first time when I was like 14. And then we went back to the camp thing, and I threw up in my sleeping bag and everything. That was one of the first times I got drunk on Boys Brigade camp. It was very good. I also got my Duke of Edinburgh's bronze there, and the Jason Manford joke. I got my Duke of Edinburgh's silver because I'm a nerd. Pretty good, right? What did you do as a child like that? What were you in? Come on.
Fucking Boys Brigade, lad.
Yeah, man. That's me.
Boys Brigade.
That's me. I'll find the badges if you want.
Sounds like a fucking boy band that's been picked by
Everyone
a paedophile.
Everyone who knew I was in it called it the Gay Brigade. Everyone like, going Gay Brigade tonight, lad.
Of course they did.
They did.
But yeah, what was I in? I did Scouts for a bit.
Scouts?
Yeah.
Scouts?
Yeah, scouting about.
Scouts?
100 years ago, I would have been there in the trenches scouting.
Yeah, well, I would have been brigading. Would have been with my boys.
No, Scouts was alright. And then after a while, the guy that ran it, like, he had a go at me once for like not being able to tie a knot, and I was just like, nah, I'm done with this. I'm not being.
It's like tie a knot in that condom.
It's like I'm not being reef knot because they don't come undone. But nah, like I just thought I'm not getting shouted at by a 40-year-old man because I can't tie 2 bits of rope together. Like I've got a PS2 at home.
Yeah, power mad scout men.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
leaders.
Just chill out, lad. But yeah, so like I buggered off. Apart from that, not really, man. I just sort of sloped about.
Oh, so did I, but that was something I was just in for a little while. And it was just this like secret thing I do. It was just this one thing that I'd be like, this is a good part of me when I'm not like going like setting stuff on fire and like just doing weird teenage boy stuff, like harming myself to make my friends laugh, or like just saying horrible shit, or like trying drugs. Well, I wasn't really trying drugs when I was a teenager, but just getting up to mischief. That was the one thing where I was like, I'm good when I'm here. Although on a lot of the first camp I went on, I got in a fight with 4 different kids, and like they sent me home.
I mean, a lot of being a teenager is just sitting about waiting for something to happen, innit? The amount of times that we would just be sat next to a co-op, just waiting for something to happen.
You just sat there and you're talking. You've got like a can of, and you've got like a big bottle of Boost energy drink, and you're like shaking it up and spraying it at your friends. That was fun back then. You get a trolley, you'd all get inside it and you bash it into something. Yeah. That's what you do before you've discovered drinking and drugs.
Well, that's it, yeah. Like, you just do mad stuff, like, that might hurt you.
Yeah.
Like, not much has changed, really.
I kind of do it, but not in a physical, it might hurt me way. Just more like, I'm going to do that, it might hurt me. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're still kind of punishing yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to you know what I mean? I'm going to go down a Google rabbit hole about the Land Before Time. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going to be like, what's that on my hand? Why is it growing on my hand? Oh, I've got cancer. It turns out I've got cancer. Ouch. Like that kind
that's
of
what
thing.
we do these days.
We do. Christmas, though. This was supposed to be a Christmas episode. All we've talked about is Death and Boys Brigade. I'm just going to call it Christmas episode Death and Boys Brigade. I don't want anyone to search the Boys Brigade and then be like, oh, I remember him, and then come on this episode. Not that they would. That's bullshit. But you know what I mean. What are you going to do for Christmas, though?
I'm staying with my housemates.
Oh, yeah. How many people do you live with?
5.
5?
Yeah, it's great.
Is it great?
Big family, yeah, I love it.
It's a pretty big house, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's chilling.
How many rooms is there?
6.
How many floors is there?
3.
What's your pin code? There's how many floors?
3.
Oh, okay. And then there's what? So there's like bedrooms. I've never been up in that top one. Is it all bedrooms up there?
Yeah, and a shower that doesn't work proper.
Okay.
So they all use mine. And it's just like, it's not mine. It's just on my floor.
Yeah, right.
I've not like marked it with my piss. It's like, that's mine.
I remember when I tied up a condom in there.
Yeah. But like, it's just the fact that what am I doing for Christmas? What am I doing for Christmas? I'm just gonna chill with the fam.
The fam doing?
Well, not my real family, my biological family, my friend family. You know what I mean? And like, my mum's dropping an ham off when tomorrow.
A ham?
Yeah, an ham. Yeah. And like, I'm gonna eat.
I hope you're gonna eat it and not do anything else to it. What ham is a Christmas thing?
Yeah. Nice ham, because turkey's shit, isn't it? Like,
I don't know. I kind of like turkey.
It's a bad bird. The bigger the bird, the badder it is.
Right, really?
Ostrich
would be
terrible.
horrible.
Look at
them. It's a bigger bird. An eagle, would that
They're all
taste bad?
sinew. An eagle is not bigger than an ostrich.
You're right. But I bet its wingspan's bigger than it.
Capybara, again, rubbish.
What's that?
No, it's not a capybara. I think it's I can't remember what the word is called. Kawasaki, I think it's called.
That's a car.
All right.
That's a bike.
Cassowary.
No, it might be both of them. But
cassowary. There are.
Okay.
The cassowary. Oh, have you ever seen a cassowary? Google cassowary. They're basically just
pop it up on there.
Cassowary.
Is that scary?
Yeah, like honestly, look at it. They're massive.
Hell.
They just look like dinosaurs. You know what I mean? They're just like
birds are all dinosaurs, aren't they? They're all like descendants of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that they said recently that dinosaurs would have all had feathers.
Yeah.
So
you can imagine it though, like
wrong Jurassic Park.
Big T-Rex, but all it is what how do I do a bird? And I was like, no, that's not it either.
Yeah, go on, try again. Try one more time. Try 3 more times.
That's it, innit?
Yeah, there you go. It's more of a... It's more like
but imagine that, but like dead low, because it's massive, so it's like...
Yeah.
And then you're like, scary. Bloody hell!
Bloody hell, that's what you'd be like. Oh, bloody hell! Dinosaur!
Do you reckon, because it'd come out of its nest like... And then like it'd be coming after you. Like, wouldn't it be mad if they were like magpies though, and they're just like shiny shit? You know what I mean? You could just be like, "Oh, T-Rex coming, but it's all right."
Oh, and then
and it'd be like, you could give it a little, and it'd be like, Yeah.
That noise was like the one you made then was like it going. And it's like enjoying you.
That's it. I love noises though. Like I do.
Yeah.
Like just sometimes.
Give me a Christmas noise.
Christmas noise. Just like.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh.
That's the world straining under capitalism. Just.
Oh right. I thought it was like a tired Santa.
I mean that too. Again, Santa. Like what a G.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like Santa. I like the idea of Santa. Like just. Have you been good? Have some stuff. But like, I think we should go back to when Santa just dropped off an orange in your sock, and like you were like, "Oh, I've been good this year. I've got an orange." Do you reckon anyone actually did just put coal in their children's socks?
Oh yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I got like, I'm pretty sure my stepdad did like one of those like, that's your gift, and it was just some. What was it? I think it was just like an empty box.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, anyway, we've not been good this year, have we? And I was like, oh, and then my mum was like, it's there like that, like she couldn't take it anymore, like there it is, and I was like, oh, thank you. Oh, do you know what I mean? Christmas is good.
Have you ever considered therapy?
Oh yeah, all the time. This is what it is. But yeah, Christmas is a happy occasion. No, but Christmas. What we saying?
I prefer Diwali.
Diwali, yeah. Some paint everywhere.
No, it's the festival of light. It's like the light.
Yeah, but is that not what they do when
Hindu.
they go out? They like chuck paint at each other and have the festival.
I think
They're all covered in
Diwali
chalk
paint?
and paint or whatever.
I think that might be also be Diwali, yeah.
But
like
more fun than Christmas.
It just seems, that's what I mean. Like most religious celebrations just seem epically more cool. Like, you know, Chinese New Year. It's just better than normal New Year.
Bloody hell!
What's going on?
Bloody hell! Just can't get the staff, can you?
But it's like Chinese New Year is well better. Like, when was the last time you saw a dragon on a normal celebration that was really just a load of blokes? Well, good.
Inside the dragon, you mean?
Yeah, I mean it's that.
That's because that's their thing.
Yeah, but I mean it's just a better thing, isn't it? Objectively a better thing.
Yeah, than reindeers.
Yeah.
Dragons are cool, aren't they?
Yeah. Like if Santa just rode a dragon about, you'd be buzzing.
That would be better.
You know what I mean?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Dragon.
Yeah, just like, feel my fury, unbelievers. Do you know what I mean? Like,
my fury. It's like that was a happy festivity, not
well, I just
possible death.
I just think that like, just not enough fictional figures are brutal anymore. Like Krampus is mint. He runs about and like, if you've been good, like he'll be like, wee, but if you've not, he just fucking hits you with a big piece of wood.
What's that? Who's that? Krampus.
Krampus.
What's he in?
He's not. He's a German folk spirit.
Oh, but isn't Santa Claus German?
I think so, yeah. But I think he's based on Krampus.
Oh.
But like, well, I think Krampus is like Santa
Get that
Claus.
mic near your face.
I think like Krampus is like Santa Claus's angry younger spirit brother. But like, there's just better celebrations that, you know, Krampus, Chinese New Year, Diwali, what's another one?
Not Eid, because I mean that's really good, but the lead up of not eating,
Yeah,
barely eating, no thanks.
Oh, Ramadan's down there. Ramadan's down there for a
Ramadan's down there.
celebration.
It's like, are we celebrating or are we really struggling here?
Mm.
I mean, I've had taxi drivers who are of, it is Muslim, isn't it? It is Muslim.
Eid, yeah.
Yeah. Muslim, and when I lived in Dubai and stuff, explaining to me that fasting, at first it's just torture, and then eventually just like enlightened. You're just like, oh, I think completely differently now, which that might be good, but it also to me seems a bit. You're like, I don't know, you're making your body.
Yeah.
You're doing something crazy to your body there. But what are the better ones though? What are some good ones?
What other like I like 4th of July. I think that's cool.
But is that not all like all
America.
those? Yeah, America. But it's also like, isn't it? Doesn't it represent? Oh no, that's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's the shit one.
Yeah.
But like, I just think that like there's just not a lot of like joy in a lot of our celebrations. Like, you know, we've got Bonfire Night, my personal favourite Bonfire Night, because it's just like, but again, now I'm like, oh, but it upsets dogs.
Yeah.
And I'd quite happily trade in my favourite night so that dogs are all right.
That's nice.
Do you know what I mean?
I think girls going to want your number after you've said that.
No, it's true though, mate.
I didn't mean it like I didn't mean it like that's why you're saying it. I'm just like, I reckon girls will want your number. Who said that?
Well, you know, like...
This is his number. It's number 7.
But like,
go on.
the
Sorry.
magic number. But yeah, but there's loads of celebrations that are just better than Christmas. You know, like I quite like. I like what's it called with where you put a candle in an orange.
A Kris Kringle.
Oh, is it Crinkle? Crinkle, Crankle.
Kris Kringle.
Cankle.
It's a Kris Kringle.
No, it's a
Kris Dingle.
Kris Dingle.
Kris Dingle.
Like I like.
But it's
that.
the thing not called a Kris Kringle.
I don't know.
A Kris Pingle.
But it's just like
Should we look it up?
I just like the
No,
idea
I
of
don't wanna
like
put the-
knocking about with an orange and then you're done. Do you know what I mean? It's over. It's done with. We've done it. We've done the thing. Move on.
Could you imagine going to mass on Christmas? I think I've done it once in my life, where you go to church. Is it for midnight?
Midnight, yeah.
Get a life. Do something else, like sit in your house waiting for it, going, oh, well, I guess it's Christmas then.
Well, I mean, just then again though, like church choirs are pretty beautiful. That's another thing that I prefer about Christmas. Like, I don't like the happy carols.
You've changed it now. You said that's one thing I prefer about Christmas, and the moment ago you were going, Christmas is the worst one. All these are better. But go on. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
COVID.
Because it's like, I like proper sad Christmas carols. They're just like, like
Silent Night.
Do you know what I
Very
mean?
Christmassy.
Yeah, and you just sat there like,
Contemplating life.
yeah. And you think about like all the people, the PayPal.
Think about all the people.
You know what I mean?
What?
All the PayPal.
Oh yeah.
Like just all the people, like, you know, who were just sat there. They're gonna wake up Christmas Day, and someone's just pissed on the turkey. Do you know what I mean? They're just like, oh,
No. What do you mean?
not
Like ruined the day, not
like they
figuratively.
wake up. They're like, oh, my dog's dead. Still,
Oh, right, okay.
Been dead for
Even though
20
it's
years.
Christmas.
yeah. I was
It's
like,
been
oh,
dead for years.
it's like, oh man.
I really wish Rex was here.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so I've just foreclosed on my house. You know what I mean? We wish you were. You know what I mean? Like,
it fixes it with the.
but like, I just think, whereas like with Chinese New Year, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like everyone just goes mental.
Oh yeah.
Like, because Christmas, it's even because we're British, it's just like reserved, happy. Everyone's just like, ding dong, merrily on high. We're
It's not like,
having a
go
big
nuts.
dinner. Do you know what I mean? Rather than like, oh my God. Because like, what I love about Chinese New Year is everyone's just like everyone's just like, we've survived, we've done it.
Oh yeah.
Fireworks, dragons.
Which one is it this year? What's the animal?
Toad, I don't know.
The toad. Are you just guessing?
No, because it was the rat this year. I think it's the.
Oh, of course it was this year.
Is it the year of
2020, year of the rat.
Is it year of the? No, it was year of the rat last year. Is it year of the peg? Is it next year or the
Peg?
I don't know what are the
What are
animals? There's a rat.
What are the animals?
There's a rat and a pig and a because the rat rides on the pig's back.
Oh, I thought
There's
you
a
said peg. I was
peg.
like, that's not an animal.
It's like one dip. It's like there's a horse, there's a rat, there's a pig, there's a dragon, there's a dog, there's a cat, there's a. I don't get why dragon's in there.
I know, I just thought that as well. I was like, just throw a fictitious one in there. Well, I
Yeah.
guess a Komodo dragon's real.
Yeah, true, but it don't.
Yeah,
You
true.
know what I mean?
know.
But no, what was I on about? Yeah, but anyway, the reason that they're better than Christmas is because like everyone's well aware that like there's no pressure. There doesn't seem to be any pressure on Chinese New Year or Diwali or anything like that to be like, you will have a good Diwali. Because I honestly feel like sometimes there's a bloke with a rifle, just like a big Father Christmas. He's just sat there being like, "Oi, you will have a good Christmas. You will fill it with Christmas cheer."
Well,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Whereas like,
The way I feel about it is on Christmas and on birthdays, I feel like all day, every 10, 15 minutes I go, oh yeah, it's my birthday. Oh yeah, it's Christmas. And I have this feeling of like, you better make it be worth it. It's your day or it's the Christmas day. It's like the day of family and all this stuff. I just feel this pressure of like, oh, why am I sat here? Why am I chilling? Pick up the child. Hello, child. Do you know what I mean? Or like
like the Pope.
like the Pope, yeah. Pick up the children. Do you know what is a funny thing that happened to me yesterday? I was walking through Manchester, got a cup of coffee in my hand and walking back home. This slow walk, spilling the coffee everywhere. And the V2 coming from Atherton, yeah, where I used to live, near where you used to live, it's coming into Manchester. And I always look at it thinking, I wonder if I'll see anyone that I know coming into Manchester. So I look at it, and there's this kid just looking at me like this. And then I catch him looking, we catch each other's eye, he looks at me, and then he just goes...
Was it you
and
from
nods.
the past?
No, it wasn't me from the past. He nods. Unfortunately, it wasn't me from the past. And then I nodded back to him, and then we both laughed, and I thought, I think everything's going to be all right.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little things like that. Like a kid. I think that made his day a bit. Like he looked out the window, and he just looked, and he went... He panicked because he caught me looking like back at him, like, what are you looking at kind of thing. And then he nodded, then I went like that, and he was like...
Oh, that would have
laughing.
That would have freaked me out as a kid.
But he was laughing, he was enjoying it.
Did I ever tell you that I thought a pedo ring were coming after me when I was a kid?
No.
When I was a kid, I thought a pedo
An
ring...
entire ring of them.
Yeah, because like I thought a pedo ring were coming after me. Like
You say it like it's a guy, pedo ring.
like one day I was walking home, and this little bloke, I think he was following me. The NSPCC fucked me up. Them adverts, they well fucked me up. But like,
Yeah, I wonder if that... Yeah, that does that, doesn't it?
freaked me out. Like everywhere I looked, there was pedos. Do you know what I mean? Every person was a pedo, and like, and I was walking home. This bloke was just walking behind me, and I'm just like, oh, it's a pedo. What am I gonna do?
How old were you then?
About 11.
Perfect
I
age.
was like, it's a pedo. And I looked behind me and was like, oh, the pedo is following me. So like, I cut down because I thought, I'll know if he's a pedo if.
If what?
if he follows me down a ginnel,
Okay, yeah,
he
that
must
is
be a pedo.
total pedo
But
move.
as I was thinking, I was just like, and as I was walking down it, I was like, you've made a blunder,
Yeah,
because
you've
now there's
taken
no
him.
way out.
Exactly.
And I was like, right, I'll just walk a bit faster. He was walking behind me, and then luckily you go out in front of some houses near me, proper old house. And I'm
So
going,
he went down the ginnel with you though?
yeah, he kept going down.
Ooh.
And I walked into my house, and he just kept walking to the end of the street, looked around for a little bit, and then just walked back. And I was like, I've done it. I foiled the pedo.
Pedo bullet dodge there.
But then I was like, but other pedos will be after me now.
Oh, because he's like, that one's cute, and he takes it back to the nonce meeting.
Yeah, to the nonce HQ.
Right, okay.
Yeah. To
And they're like, right, this boy. I followed him for a while. He's got cute cheeks.
he's got a little...
Do you know what's funny is we can do this because it's you as a child.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, he goes back to the nonce Pentagon and he's like,
Yeah.
right, boys, like, assemble the pedos for a national pedo
I
congress.
found a worlder.
Yeah. And I was like, right, what do I do then? So I started. I got met. This is
Were
when
you a cute kid?
No,
Would you have shagged you as a kid?
no, I was a weird looking kid.
You were,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was a bit weird looking.
But yeah, I mean, still look
Still
weird
am.
now. Yeah.
Still both.
But
were you
so-
bald then too?
I had a skinhead for a bit, but I actually had hair then. But
Okay.
anyway, so I started. This is where my paranoia, I think, starts. Like, I started like varying my route home from school and stuff, and like I'd do things like sort of like go up to an house as though I were gonna go in it and then not go in it,
Right.
to throw them off the scent.
Wow.
And I'd go into a shop and just sometimes I'd just stand there for 10 minutes and just be like, and then like buy like the cheapest thing I could find, go out, look around and be like, right, no one's in the street, I can cross over.
Wow, you had a genuine fear that pedo's gonna get you.
I mean, like, let's be honest,
Pedo's gonna get you.
fear of pedos is a very rational fear.
It is, yeah.
Like, it's not like I was scared of fucking Scotch eggs. Like, they were like full
Scott Jeggs sounds like a pedo.
Scotch eggs.
It's me, Scott Jeggs.
Scotch eggs, full-time pedo detective.
Scott Jeggs is on the case.
Yeah.
But go on.
Scott Jeggs, pedo detective. That'd be ace. Tracks down kids. Well, they're not lost. They just tracks them down.
Yeah, and he's like, takes it back to the nonce HQ.
Yeah. Nonce
We have to
HQ.
make no, don't give yourself all the pressure of creating a whole nonce HQ building.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I do that, and then one day there was this bloke with these two, you know, Varmarama dogs, the grey ones, they're well ugly, big grey dogs they are.
Oh, and the like Dulux dogs.
No.
Because you would have said Dulux dog.
Yeah.
That's the actual official name.
But yeah,
I don't know what
Varmaramas, if you can get one up on the
it
screen.
was. Okay.
They're horrible, I hate them. And like, there was this bloke with two Varmarama dogs, and they were like having a go at me, and they were like, and I kept like going further into the bushes, and I'm just like, and I looked, this old bloke with I was like, this is his plan, this is his pedo plan. He's driving me into the bushes off of the main track, and then he's gonna pedo me.
The dog, is it one dog or two?
Two.
the dogs are gonna get one leg each and pry them open.
Yeah. That's it. And like he was coming over, he was like, if you stop moving, they'll stop barking. And I was just like, I'm not moving anywhere. I was just like, I know what's going on. And he was just like,
you want me on all fours, don't you?
And he was like, what you on about? I was like, and I just went,
And just
like
ran away.
screamed at him and then like,
Shit, man.
what this man must have thought, I don't know, because I startled the dogs. I foiled the pedo dogs, and then like was just running, and I was like, well, I can never go down this road again because if I see him, it's going to be well embarrassing. Do you know what I mean?
But if he was an aunt, then he was like.
But that's what because in my head there was a little bit of adrenaline. So I was like, pedo 2 foiled. I mean, you know, the ghost of pedo past has been.
Yeah.
I mean, the ghost of pedo present is here. And now the ghost of pedo future is yet to come.
A Christmas pedo carol.
Maybe there's one pedo still after me.
Who knew that we would be talking so extensively about pedophiles on the Christmas episode? I hope that it's a welcome change to what you've been having on your other Christmas shows and things like that. That's the end of half one, everyone. Watch out, there's nonsense in the street.
Stick around, we're going to tuck in some nice roast pedo.
Oh no, that's not going to be included. Alright, that's it. So that's the end of the first half. As you'll notice, I'm actually speaking to you from inside Breezy's belly because he wore green when we have a green screen in the background there. So I just thought I'd point that out to you. Merry Christmas, enjoy the second half. Right.
Anyway.
Stop being silly now. Don't know how much for that I'm using. So we're going to do a little quiz.
Okay.
I've seen on Bad Friends, one of my favourite
Let's get quizzical.
podcasts. They did a Christmas episode, Christmas quiz. Peter Hall.
Is that all right? I thought that's what you called Pete's quiz, just bad friend.
No, I see. Oh, no,
I have this bad friend,
Oh,
and he
very
has
good
a
friend.
he has a podcast.
Well, yeah, he's a good friend. All right.
Why were you
Do
saying
that,
that
Pete?
that's what you call it in the break then?
Because I like to chat shit about him behind his back. No. And so there's Bad Friends with Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. If you've not seen that, you should really watch it. And there's also Pretendship with Pete, and he did a Christmas quiz with his mum for Christmas episode. And we're going to do a Hanukkah quiz.
Okay.
Okay, let's start the quiz. Hanukkah commemorates the time of a group of Jewish people called the Maccabees, rededicated... Wait, should I try that again? I'm bad at reading out
Go on.
loud. Hanukkah commemorates the time a group of Jewish people called the Maccabees rededicated the Holy Temple. Did you get
They
that?
played Park Life the other year.
The Maccabees, I know. Where is
They've got
the
a long
Holy
time, haven't
Temple? Is it in A, Bethlehem? Is it in B, Jericho? And you know what's outside of Jericho, don't you? The walls of Jericho. Anyway, Jerusalem. So there are the three options. Bethlehem, Jericho, Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Let's find out. It was right. Good job. What would you do with a dreidel? Is it first, make shapes in biscuits? Is it number 2, tenderize food? Is it last, spin it as a game?
Tenderized food.
I know the answer to this, but we're going to go with tenderized food. It's wrong. It was spin it as a game. Dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. And then
What
I
the
span
fuck's a
you round.
dreidel?
A dreidel. Oh, I should have shown you a picture. It's like a little, it's like a dice almost. It's got a pointed end and a handle, and you spin it. Yeah, it's there.
Oh, yeah.
What are Jewish people not allowed to do during Hanukkah? Work, eat cake, or fast?
Depends what your class for work, but then, like, what if there's a Jewish policeman?
I think that he must not work during Hanukkah. What about the Jewish people who control Hollywood? What about those guys?
What?
The Jewish people who control Hollywood. They surely don't have a day off. Listen, it's just a stereotype, all right? So what are they allowed to do? Work, eat cake, or fast? What are they not allowed to do?
Work.
Eat cake or fast?
Surely
or
work.
Work. I would have said eat cake, but let's find out. It was fast. They're not allowed to do it. Okay.
Oh, you're not allowed to not...
During Hanukkah, Jewish people are allowed to do pretty much most things, including work, but they aren't allowed to fast. How many Jewish people are like, oh, fucking hell, I was going to fast?
Oh, I better get me fast on this weekend. Unless you've got a fast once a year or something, and I just don't know enough about Judaism.
Or maybe they're a PT, and that's like part of the whole shtick. They're like, you
got
want
Joe
intermittent fasting. You
We've got Joe Rogan dialed in if he ever converts.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Hanukkah usually falls in November or December. But how long does the festival last for? Is it, number 1, 8 days? Number 2, 2 weeks? Or number 3, 19 days? You spelling the word Jew out?
No, I'm trying to picture a menorah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. What were the options again?
8 days, 2 weeks, that's 14 days, or 19 days.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. It was 8 days.
Oh.
Hanukkah is celebrated by lighting candles or lamps. What are these candle holders called? Latka, menorah, or gelt?
Menorah. No,
It's a menorah. That's what me and Pete had as a band name when we were kids. Menorah. We had no idea. We just called ourselves Menorah.
That's brilliant.
So that's pretty good. It says not bad. You got 2 out of 5 there. So on to the next quiz. Is it a Christmas quiz? No, it's the Chinese New Year quiz.
Fucking yes.
What determines the start of Chinese New Year? A Chinese monk who chooses the day according to tradition. The 4th Thursday in January. The new moon on the first day of the new year. Exactly 29 days after the Earth completes a revolution around the sun.
There's 4 options.
There's 4 options, a lot of them. Chinese monk, 4th Thursday in January. New moon on first day of the new year. Exactly 29 days after the Earth completes a revolution around the sun.
Do you reckon there's
We're going to need an answer.
There's some little Chinese fella in a spaceship going like, it's been 28 days, go boys.
So you're picking a Chinese monk who chooses the day according to tradition, no?
I'm thinking 4th
Thursday in January. It's not telling me yet.
Oh wait, no, it's the moon one.
Alright, the moon one. Next. Let me just drink my drink.
Because I don't think China would have used the Julian calendar.
The which calendar?
Julian.
Yeah,
the 12-month one.
Oh. I knew a guy called Julian. There is a grand celebration that takes place about... What was it? Grand celebration that takes place about 15 days after the day of the Chinese New Year. What is it called?
I think it's Gregorian calendar, actually, not Julian. I don't know. Sorry,
did you listen to that question?
No.
There is a grand celebration that takes place about 15 days after the day of the Chinese New Year. What is it called? Lunar celebration.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't.
One more time. One more time. There is a grand celebration. Woo!
Yeah.
This is grand. And it takes place about 15 days. That's it, 2 weeks and 1 day after the day of the Chinese New Year. Monkey Year, yay! I can't wait for 2 weeks and 1 day. What's that called? Is it Lunar Celebration, Day of the Dragon, the Kiss of Heaven, or the Lantern Festival?
Lantern Festival.
Boom. We will find out soon. How many years apart are the years of the zodiac animals? For example, when it is the year of the monkey, how many years ago was the last year of the monkey? 4, 10, 12, 6.
12.
12. Which of the following is not an animal on the Chinese zodiac? Pig, dragon, rat, hawk. Ah! What do you think?
I thought you were just going to leave it at which one of these is not an animal. Hawk.
Hawk. Ah! Make a hawk sound. Good. Which year of the zodiac was it in 1981, 1993, 2005, and 2017? Was it the year of the horse, the year of the dog, the year of the tiger, or the year of the rooster?
Rooster.
The boys going with rooster. The young 26-year-old lads going with you. What do you do for a living, young Jacob?
No comment.
I think I'd love you to put that mic close to your face because you're whispering. Which of the following is most widely... Okay, I should read this out. Which of the following is most widely accepted legend pertaining to the order of the Chinese zodiac? Getting that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Some legend about something.
Most widely accepted legend pertaining...
By who?
They're accepted by us, the humans, the Chinese people. Pertaining to the order of the Chinese zodiac. The animals are in order of the gods' favourite to least favourite. The animals go in order of creation. First created to last created. The largest animal was first, the smallest last. The animals would race across the river. The first to win headed the cycle. Should I do that again?
Yeah.
The animals are in order of the gods' favourite to least favourite. The animals go in order of creation. First created to last created. The largest animal was first, the smallest last. The animals would race across a river. The first to win headed the cycle. Don't know what that means.
River.
River. The last one, okay. Which of these is most widely celebrated at the time of Chinese New Year? Old world culture, Chinese heroes. It's like miniature heroes that you get, but instead of being like roses and Snickers bars and stuff like that, it's little Chinese guys. That's not true. Chinese heroes, old world culture. Sorry about that shit joke. Family ties, like the game show. The nation's people. Old world culture, Chinese heroes, family ties, nation's people.
Family ties.
Family ties, like the game show? I don't know. Is it a game show? Family Feud? What of these acts is extremely important for preparing for the Chinese New Year? Cleaning every part of the house. You can join in at home. Clean your house. Hanging ornaments on a tree. Making cookies. Wearing loose-fitting garments for folk dancing. What acts is extremely important for preparing for the Chinese New Year?
Cleaning your house.
Cleaning your ass. Which of the following is the most characteristic of Lunar New Year celebrations in Chinatowns in the US? The parades are most often fundraisers for local charities. Oh, isn't that nice? The celebration is much longer than in China. The stores in Chinatown are shut down for a day. Many people take a week off or more of work.
They're shut for a day.
Shut for a day. Okay. Submit my answers. I hope it tells us. Okay. Your first one was correct. What determines the start of the Chinese New Year? It is that they adopted the Western solar calendar. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Number 2, you got it correct again. You said the Lantern Festival.
Told you I like Chinese New Year.
You do. How many years apart of the zodiac animals? 12. You were correct. Which of the following is not an animal in the Chinese zodiac? It's a hawk. You were correct. Which year of the zodiac was in 1981, 1993, 2005, and 2017? It was the year of the rooster, which you said, which was correct. Which of the following is most...
I like China.
You really do. The most widely accepted legend pertaining to the order of the Chinese zodiac. The animals race across the river. You got it right again.
Yeah, because the mouse rides on the pig's back. Like.
Oh,
the rat, sorry. Yeah,
okay.
It jumps on the pig's back.
And then the cow jumps over the moon, I remember. Why would a person in China most likely ask another person what their animal is? Did we do that one?
No, we didn't.
We didn't do that one. What would you have said?
Go on.
No, what would you have said?
Out of what?
Why would a person in China most likely ask another person what their animal is? What's your animal, mate?
My animal, 94.
Just say one. Just say one.
I'm pretty
Just say
sure.
Say rat.
No, I'm pretty sure I think I was rat. Actually.
Rat. Okay. Why would I be asking you that?
To see if you're a pedo and you want to see how old I am.
It's to see who should receive respect because they are older. So I guess if you really respect your elders, let them touch you. Which of these is most widely celebrated at the time of the Chinese New Year? Your answer was family ties. That answer was correct. Which of these
got
acts
all these so far?
Which of these acts is extremely important for preparing for Chinese New Year? Cleaning every part of the house. That's 9 out of 10 so far. Question 10. Which of the following is the most characteristic of Lunar New Year celebrations in Chinatowns in the US? Jake got 9 out of 10 so far. His answer was the stores in Chinatown are shut down for a day. His answer was incorrect. That's 9 out of 10. That's Jake Breeze. He's completely Chinese. That's why we call him Jake Breeze, the completely Chinese fellow. That's been the Christmas episode. Is there anything you'd like to say before we go? Jake Breeze, the Chinese tease.
Keep it China, yo.
Okay, you sure you don't want to have another go?
No, keep it China. Big up. Stay. All my people who don't give a fuck about poor people out there. Stay Tory.
Okay. Remember, voting Donald Trump again. If you live in America,
reckon-
next chance you can, Trump
Do you reckon
all the way.
Do you reckon that's what Conservatives do when like they leave? Like they're just like, yo, stay Tory, yeah.
Keep it Tory.
Keep it Tory.
Yeah. I noticed that people say fuck the Tories like it's a badge of honour. Like, yeah, I said fuck everyone in that camp. It's like, what if some of them... No, all of them. Fuck all the government too.
Well, I mean, I'm releasing an EP soon that will simply be called Simply Tory.
Okay. Like Simply Red.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. And they're red, in a way, the right wing. Oh, I love it. So that's been the quiz episode. This year has been an interesting one. I feel like even though it's been tricky in that, we're coming to the end of it, but I feel like I've had a lot of introspection. Yeah. And I think you have felt the same, right?
Yeah.
Like we feel, people who are watching now, you might feel like stagnated in life, but I imagine you at home now, as I'm saying this, are going, oh yeah, I did have a lot of time to think. And even though some of the thoughts were like, get out of my head, bad thoughts. I don't want to think about that. That was 43 years ago. I wasn't even born then. What did my dad do? So even though you have those thoughts, you also have this like, well, do I really want to do that thing that I've been doing for so many years? Maybe I should focus my time into this. Maybe I should prioritize family. I wasn't seeing people. And I thought this year has done that. So that's the thing I would take away from it. If you are watching up to now, I fucking love you, man. Like, I really appreciate you watching this and watching it to the end. I love you, Jake Breeze. I hope you have a good Christmas, man. Thanks once again for coming on the podcast and having a good time. And fucking hell, we best get out of here before I start fucking crying. It's Christmas time again. Everybody Hanukkah. Dreidel, dreidel. Chinese New Year. Breezy knows everything about it.